The next 15 minutes, I'm going to increase your show rate by a minimum 30%. Who am I? My name is Akash. I'm 22 years old. I own Ascend Marketing Group. I built my agency to do around $650,000 per year. We do around $55,000 per month. But if you have a show rate issue right now, this video will perfectly help you out and at minimum increase your show rate by 20 to 30%. But yeah, let's get right into this video. Step number one is having a 3-day booking on Calendly. You can, or whatever software you're currently using. Yes, it's obviously going to be embedded onto your landing page or whatever you're currently using. But I see a big mistake when optimizing your show rate is you're booking meetings out too far in advance, 10, 15 days out. I feel like a really good, just a good recipe of success is just having a 3-day window. So if it's like Tuesday, they're only able to book on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I like doing this because it filters intent for real intent. People who are actually motivated will take whatever's available in the next 72 hours. Number two is just fewer distractions before the call. If you think about it as well, so once somebody opts into your lead magnet, they're going to get hit with your competitors' ads, your competitors' offers. So less time equals less chance they get a competing quote, or they get busy or just forget entirely. And number three, it matches buyer psychology to sales psychology. For this example, we can just talk about a roofer, right? I work with a lot of just home service in general, and home service is they buy strictly through emotions, right? So if a roofer books a call at like 9 p.m. out of frustration with their current business, a 2 week out slot means that frustration will cool, or they're gonna get hit with other competitors that have different offers or a cheaper offer, and they're just gonna go with that solution rather than yours. So yeah, just have that 3-day booking period or just a shorter period so you can get them on the sales calls to actually optimize your show up rate. Does niche matter? Yes. In my agency right now, we work with a lot of home service and a lot of like plastic surgery clinics. But for this example, I put home service and realtors. But home service versus realtors, the biggest difference between these guys is just the levels of sophistication and who you're actually talking to, right? Home service is going to strictly buy through emotions, and realtors they're not impulse buyers, and they need to learn more about you to actually get on that call. So like that 3 to 5 day period is actually in your favor because you can hit them with, pre-call assets like videos, emails, SMS, whatever, to actually nurture them so they trust you. Home service guys, I've seen this a lot. They buy strictly through emotions, and you want to get them on that sales call as soon as possible, right? So we work with a lot of pool remodelers, for example. So we split test this for the last like 5 months. So we have one ad set pushing out just a 1-day booking and another ad set for like a 2-day booking. And that 2-day booking really works super well for our agency. So yeah, niche does matter. But if you're working with home service, I'd recommend 1 to 3 days. And if you're working with maybe a little different level of sophistication, I'd recommend just 3 to 5 days. But yeah, let's get into step number two. Step number two is form placement, one step versus three. You might ask, gosh, why does this actually matter? Is for a couple different reasons, right? If you're just running cold traffic ads and you have your calendar page booking right there, you can't even qualify if these guys can actually book a call with your sales team. You're just gonna get unqualified leads. But a one-step form is just your VSL, your landing page right here, and then your just calendar page. But I only like having this specific setup when we're running retargeting ads. When I'm running retargeting ads, I am only like hitting a specific audience that has seen me on my Instagram or just my ads alone. So I would only have that in this sort of setup, and they're more likely to show, and they're just more qualified because they've consumed a good amount of like content from me and my agency, right? Number two is you can't qualify even if they're able to book a call with your team. If you don't have like pre questions on like a type form or whatever, you don't even know if they have specific ad budgets or just specific revenue numbers to even book a call with your sales team. Somebody who's financially capable, like spending $1,000 to $3,000 on ads, are more likely to show up on your call rather than just no show. Number three is you're just gonna flood your calendar with unqualified leads and just people who are just gonna waste your time. A 3-step booking looks like this, right? You're gonna have your VSL, your CTA button, and probably a couple testimonials over here. After they answer around 5 to 8 questions, you're going to hit them with a calendar booking page. You can have a headline right here saying your spot's not confirmed, book a call with my team. And then they're going to get redirected to a confirmation page so they understand expectations before the call. But I love this current setup because they're going to articulate their own problem before they even get on the call, right? And it's a stronger internal commitment. Plus you're more like you're aware of what their current issues are, and you can send them a lot of pre-call assets that are going to help them handle a lot of these pre-objections, so that will up your show rate just in general. Number 2 is only real intent leads make it through these 3 steps. If this whole like landing page process is going to take them at minimum like 4 to 5 minutes, so they're more likely to show up and not just waste your time. And number 3 is effort now predicts effort later. Someone who won't finish 3 short questions definitely won't show up to a 20 to 30 minute call. But yeah, click on your forms so you can disqualify per budget or specific questions, like if they're hitting specific revenue months or whatever, is super valuable, right? Somebody who is more likely to spend on ads, as I said before, is more likely to show up on to your sales call. And it will also tell Meta to bring you more qualified leads. And what I mean by that is if somebody has only a $500 budget to spend on ads, you can disqualify them onto a disqualification page, where your pixel is not on there. And obviously when they hit your booking page or whatever, you can have your Meta pixel on there. So Meta optimized for people who are more qualified to work with you. I'd recommend a 3-step booking. Yes, your cost per book call is going to be higher, but you're going to get more quality leads and more people you're going to want to work with. Plus your show up rate is going to increase tremendously, rather than just having, cold traffic ads going to a 1-step sort of funnel to, bring you more no-shows. But yeah, let's get into step number 3. Step number 3 is a confirmation page. Why is a confirmation page so important to actually optimize your show rate? As I said before, if you're running cold traffic ads or whatever lead source you're currently using, cold SMS or whatever, people don't know you yet, they don't trust you, and they know nothing about your agency, right? So you can structure your confirmation page to handle a lot of pre-objections, and to, you can structure in a way to also handle a lot of like the expectations before the call, and just to learn more of what you guys do and how you're going to bring them results, and they're going to be more likely to show up, right? So how I like to structure these pages, number 1 is I like to have a headline up here, is just expect a call from for whatever phone number your team is currently dialing with. It could be your own number or whoever's. And then you can have a really good just headline, you're in, here's what happens next. Also, this is to obviously triage the call to double confirm them. We'll speak about that later, but that's why I like to have the phone number up there as well. But yeah, you're going to have your confirmation video, and this video could just be how I like to do it is basically the full journey of how we're going to bring them X amount of leads, and it'll basically just run through the full process. And number 3 is you can just make sure they're adding it to their calendar and set expectations before the call. Just like make sure they're in a quiet place, in a professional setting. And then your call out videos over here, you can have 3 of them, right? And video number 1 could be why you're different than other agencies. I like having this video for my agency in specific is because I like to call myself more of a growth partner, because we just do more than running ads. We're running your ads, running your back end, plus your sales teams as well. And we do a lot of other couple different things for these businesses, like we're installing VAs or different VAs in certain areas of their business, so it just runs smoother and more efficient. And I also like having just 2 more testimonial videos here, but you have to structure your testimonial videos properly. So you can go on a Google Meet or a Zoom call, but you want to not script these videos, but just make sure you're asking specific questions at specific times. So you want to just basically walk them through the full journey of how you took a business from 0 to whatever, or 10 to 20, right? But yeah, this is not my landing page. It's for one of my clients. But if you guys want to funnel hack me, go ahead. Then you'll see like the exact style of setup. But yeah, confirmation page is super big, because obviously you're going to help with trust building, and yeah, it's going to optimize your show rate a ton. But yeah, let's get into step number 4. Number 4 is email plus SMS. I ask my students like, what makes you actually stand out? And what I feel that makes me and my agency stand out is we personalize a lot of the sales process, and just not having your your generic 24 or 72 hour reminders, just your regular like Calendly reminders. So to optimize your show rate and just to be a little bit different, I like to personalize in the sense of SMS and email. So like once somebody books a call with my team, we like sending them like a confirmation SMS, like, hey Joanne, I have started to build out your personalized AI lead gen playbook. We don't send this right away, but we'll send just a regular confirmation, just your generic one, and then 20 minutes or like 40 minutes later, we'll send out this. And this honestly helped our show rate a ton, because if you think about it, the people I'm currently working with are way older than me, and they don't understand what an AI lead gen playbook is. So it's just gonna turn like a light inside of their brain and just build curiosity, right? And once you build curiosity, they're more likely to show up on that sales call to learn more about what you are saying with all your backend email and SMS, and they're not going to be fatigued by other agencies and other agency sales processes they've been through already. But yeah, so yeah, add some personalization. It will definitely help. But this is my current email and SMS stack that we currently use. So once somebody books a call with my team, they're going to get an SMS confirmation and an email confirmation, but you're not just your generic one, but with meet details plus with meet expectations. And 3 hours later is we're going to send them a full plan of how we're going to bring them X amount of leads, right? My agency guarantees like 50 to 60 leads, just depending on the niche. But beside that email, we're going to send them an SMS saying to check their email. Whatever software you're using, could be Calendly or whatever. Sometimes Calendly has deliverability issues, and your emails can go to spam or to promotions. But once they, find your email wherever, whatever stage it's in, they can hit whatever specific things they need to hit on Gmail, and it's gonna start hitting their box, and it's gonna help your deliverability, right? And then the second day, before that, this is in a 3-day period. So the second day, we're gonna send them an email about our client results and us versus them, like why we're different than other agencies. And on the day of our sales call, we're gonna have just 3 hours before, just personalized reminders, SMS. In this 3-hour period, we're also going to get our phone sitter to confirm their call, right? We can confirm in the sense of if they're actually going to attend the call, and to make sure they're able to watch our pre-call assets. But yeah, this like confirmation stack, or just my email backend in general, has helped us tremendously. We sit anywhere from a 35 to 40% show rate, because we are, we personalized, plus we have these, our phone setters and stuff like that in place, so we can actually have a good show rate. But yeah, let's get into step number 5. I know step number 5 is triaging calls. What do I mean by that is, once somebody books a call with my team, what I like to do is just triage the call in 0 to 10 minutes. So after they book, we double confirm them. And you can literally take this exact script, because this is what we're using. So is there anything that may come up that would make us reschedule? I just want to make sure we have all your time. Right when that setter is double confirming them, obviously you're going to confirm that they are able to, attend your sales call, but you're getting double of the commitment, so they're more likely to show up. Also, you can just catch like early booking mistakes if they, picked a wrong date, and you can filter unserious leads before that slot is wasted. You can ask your phone setter to, make sure they reinstate what they said on that whatever the intake form is, like specific questions they answer, just reinstate what they currently inputted, so you can actually make sure they're serious and quality leads. But yeah, make sure you're triaging calls, double confirm them. You're going to get a really good show rate. This is my step-by-step playbook of actually how I took my agency to have a really healthy show rate right now. Yes, in certain months it's lower than others, but I guarantee if you put at minimum like 3 of these steps into your current sales process right now, you're going to have a really good show rate, and people are actually going to attend your sales calls. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I also do have an advisory program where you have access to myself, my head of sales, and my head of marketing, and we basically take agency owners from anywhere from 5 to 10K a month, and we input all of these systems into your business to fast track you guys. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, click the link in my bio. I also have an SOP of this video, so if you guys need that as well, it's in the link below as well. But hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.